Somali.
Somali. Yeah, Johnny Somali.
Wait, who are
I'm your friend. I'm Johnny Somali.
We are not talking.
And then turn around.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Get banned. Get banned. Get banned. You don't get banned. Fuck with me, yo. Yeah, you better walk away.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Know why Miyoko Chan was crying is because Twitch suffers from a strong mental illness. It's a cancer upon the internet, unfortunately. They run their website like a fascist state. No, unironically, like, I genuinely think that if you take, like, the most fascist person in human history and you put him in charge of Twitch, he wouldn't have to change anything because the system is already running as intended. So, one of their rules there is that you're not allowed to show someone that has been banned from the platform. Can you understand just how mentally deficient the person that came up with that rule has to be? Like, you as a content creator, you're expected to know who's banned from the platform, and if you show them in any way, shape, or form, you get banned as well. What type of sadistic person makes these rules, though? Like, imagine if his boss made a similar rule at his workplace. It's like, if we see anyone entering the building from the couple of people that we blacklisted, you are going to get fired. Oh, all of a sudden they'll be like, but my worker rights, this is not fair. Yeah, it's fair when you do it to content creators. I'll tell you the reality, though. Most of the people that work at Twitch, they despise content creators. Because some content creators make more money than them. And because of that, they are heartless and cruel. So, in this situation, Mr. Somali has been banned from Twitch. So, he finds out where Miyoko was streaming, goes in front of Miyoko-chan, and it's like, oh, etalo, et voila, you see me? Oh, you caught me on camera in your live streaming. Oh, such a shame. So, yeah, this is why Miyoko-chan was crying, and it's sad, you know? And this is why Kick is popular, by the way. Like, many people say, oh, Kick is a horrible place. Twitch created this. This is like the people at Twitch, with their obnoxious regulations, have created the need in the market for Kick to exist. I do not blame Kick for what Johnny Somali is doing, just as I wouldn't blame the postal office or the telephone company if he was using those devices in order to film his illegal escapades. The problem is that if you're going to blame a social media company, it should be 100% Twitch. They are responsible for creating Kick. Kick is the alternative. It has to exist because the other place is suffering from a mental illness. Unfortunately, when you have freedom and liberty, you are going to have people like Johnny Somali, which, by the way, I did not want banned from Kick. I wanted arrested, and apparently I got what I wanted. Why did I want this? Well, because he was breaking the law. And he was also making the other people that are foreigners and traveling to Japan look bad. Like, I don't want to travel to Japan and be associated with other people that have been there before me, and we're making a public thing about their illegal escapades. So if you're not familiar with Johnny Somali's content, he, for example, went into a subway and he was filming people saying, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we'll do it again. This is incredibly offensive in Japan for obvious historical reasons. It's kind of like if a Japanese person went to the United States and disrespected the Floyd event in the United States, it's probably legal because you have free speech. In Japan, it's illegal. Like, for example, you're not allowed to film people in public without their consent. They're really big on privacy, so if you even, like, take pictures in Japan, like, you have to ask permission from the people there, or if it's, like, a group, you need to make sure that you're not focusing on a single person. Like, it's very difficult to do actual photos or streaming in Japan because of these rules. And when you have, like, an individual going in the subway and breaking all the rules, not just the common sense one and the rules for politeness, because Japanese people, they're incredibly polite, especially, like, when you're in a train or a subway, you're supposed to keep your voice down, you're not supposed to bother other people. So when you take advantage, right, you look at their politeness and you interpret it as weakness, and you show disrespect. The people that are there are going to tolerate you because, you know, they're being polite, but you are making it so that every other person that visits Japan is going to be treated the same way like the other foreigner. Because again, like, people are going to stereotype, people are going to look at these things and they're going to notice. So they're going to wonder, like, what type of foreigner is he? Is he the type of foreigner that, like, came here respecting our culture, or is it the type of foreigner that wants to videotape himself committing all sorts of criminal activity? So in the case of Johnny Somali, like, he actually got in trouble with the Yakuza. He actually had, like, other Japanese streamers coming to his door. Like, you could see, like, a public backlash against him, and apparently it culminated with him actually getting arrested. This is due to him breaking into a construction site, and this is after he was harassing local streamers. Like, again, this is his shtick, right? Like, he knows that he is banned from Twitch. He's taking advantage of this law, this regulation, and he is appearing in other people's streams in order to try to get them banned, films their reaction, enjoys seeing how, you know, they're sad and they're crying. So apparently he was arrested in Osaka after reportedly breaking into a hotel construction site last month on August 30. During a live Kick broadcast, he began streaming while being followed by a police officer, explaining to his viewers that the cop had been on his trail for 30 minutes. After entering a convenience store to get a drink, he was apprehended by multiple officers. Oh, they multiplied. And they showed up and placed him in handcuffs while his stream continued. According to Sareki News, Somali, whose real name is whatever, investigators arrested him for breaking into the planned construction site of a hotel. While on site, the streamer reportedly kept screaming Fukushima, referencing to a major nuclear disaster of the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. Again, like, dude, the States are making fun of 9/11. Just so you can understand the level of disrespect that we're talking about. Like, for me as a Romanian, you know, that particular event doesn't hold as much significance as it does for an American, like, simply because I'm on the other half of the world. But I would understand that if I go to America, it would be incredibly cruel, disrespectful, and everything else, like, just make fun of that. So, apparently, in the last few months in Japan, Somali has frequently made headlines for his antics, upsetting locals with racist outbursts, and even being attacked for his remarks. The arrest comes just days after Twitch streamer Byoko was harassed by Somali, resulting in her calling for other sites to permanently ban him. And again, I just want you to understand, like, if you're on Kick, and you're laughing, and you're having fun with this, understand that there may be terms of service that's going to restrict the freedom on Kick, specifically because of this type of behavior. Like, there's going to be pressure from NGOs, there's going to be pressure from activist groups, and the pressure can always intensify. Like, if you think it's bad now, it can always get worse, right? Imagine what will happen when the companies that have power over Kick decide to turn in. I mean, like, for instance, I don't know, like, what services Kick use. Like, if it uses Apple, or if it uses Google, or if it uses, like, you know, Cloudflare, or whatever the fuck. It's most likely, like, not independent. Like, I would be surprised if they own literally everything when it comes to the infrastructure. But chances are, like, at some point, somewhere, you're going to have, like, a company that has power over Kick. And when the pressure starts building up, and when, like, more and more people are going to get outraged, that's when you're going to see terms of service on Kick, restricting stuff, and eventually it may become close to Twitch. So this is what happens when people support this, because I understand, you know, like, there are some people, it's like, oh, well, free speech and all that, which is understandable, but, like, this is actually committing crimes in another country. Right? Like, this is, like, flat-out filming criminal behavior. If you go into Japan, you are not allowed to film other people without their consent. Okay? Like when you do that, you're causing a crime. You're not allowed to trespass. So, what more can I say? It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.